Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great day. We're going to get right into this, talking about Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, as you kind of see. Um, Read this book, I would say, junior year of my college. I just wanted to kind of understand the word money. In college, I was understanding and seeing the game and the levels of the more money you have, the more you could get away with. I would say education wise, it could be a little bit better as well when you have more money. I'm assuming your parents could pay for better education. But with this realm of money, I was wondering myself, being a lower class, can I have more money, or how do I maintain my money so that later in my life I can be ahead? I could provide the things that I didn't have when I was younger. So I went to Barnes and Noble, didn't even know who the fuck Tony Robbins was, and then after I read this book and later on I would understand who he kind of was, life coach. Seems to be a cool guy. I wouldn't mind not meeting him. Great personality, loves to meditate, loves to self-enhance others, and that's what gets that's his purpose in life that he discovered. And with this book, it kind of describes how, it's one of my later topics I will discuss, but when you start money mastering the game, don't always worry about money. Worry about your life, your purpose, your passion, your family. The money will come. If you have to set plan, at least this plan is accumulated money. So with all this knowledge being kind of sent in, let's get right into it with kind of the kind of topics I'll be talking about. So with the first one, compounding, he kind of elaborates how, and even he brings in different philosophers throughout time, how compounding is a great and one of the most important things when you know about money. Yes, you have this paycheck, but what do you do with it? Don't spend it all. Compound it. Put it into a savings. Put it into something that is accumulating interest for yourself. And you understand what interest can do negative towards you, but imagine the positivity of it. I kind of write down, the earlier you start, the more you will have. Tony explains kind of how, and he throws in different mathematicals and percentages, different start lines between 10 years, from your 20s to your 30s. I started, after maybe like halfway through this book, I actually went and investigated a really solid savings account in, I think they're in England, or somewhere in Europe. They have a great interest, compound every month. And that's what I did. Take a little bit of my money, put it into my savings, and as it compounds, you get a delight of seeing it. You know that you're safe. You know that someone's making money when you're sleeping. With this compound, you got to think about the future. You won't compound unless yourself gets to the mindset that there's more in life than just the present. And that's really difficult for humans. So with that, any amount counts. Tony describes different stories of people accumulating money, some having a great income, some having very low income, but any amount counts. You just got to be consistent with it. When you're consistent with it, it's just pretty much cake. I don't really even worried about compounding. Sometimes I miss a month. That's my part. I feel bad about it, but I know it matters to me because I feel bad about myself. When you're compounding, you can start reaching high amounts of money. You don't think a couple $100 a month adds up, but 100 times 12, that times what, 20, so let's say 30 more years times 30 adds up with interest percentage. Some banks like mine include consistent with deposit and no withdrawals. You get bonuses. So this compounding goes a long way. And I love about it, he throws different scenarios with money, throws a lot of different philosophers, how this is one of the secrets of compounding. And you can compound through different uh, say, the different usages. Not all has to be savings. There's different aspects of money where you can go and put that into compounding. And this kind of slips over for my next kind of topic. When you're diversifying your portfolio, compound with those. I mean, we're living a generation where crypto now is in the marks. It's really easy for us to buy and sell. Look into that. Look into investing in compounding through real estate, bonds, CDs, stocks, fixed index, mutual funds, commodities. These are different aspects where you can start getting your foot into it. You don't have to buy it right away. Learn about it, see what fits you the best, your goals and aspects, and pick a couple. Pick what you want. Make your portfolio. And when checking this twice a year, Tony kind of explains, as you obviously know, the market does change. So your portfolio should change as well. Seeing what's better for it, what is worse for it, adjust it. Take twice a year to do that. Don't really, unless your occupation is being a financial advisor and you actually enjoy doing it and keep up with the market, try to get ahead of it, but you're not going to always, no one really beats the market. And he explains that. We look up to these people that do, but at the end, you're not going to, it's tough. But with diversifying your portfolio, don't leave all your eggs in one nest, man. I see a lot of people, and you can even do it with in different aspects. If you put all your aspects on, let's say, drinking beer, let's say working out, you're putting all your eggs in one nest. And let's say you save all this money on stocks, all your life savings, all whatever you wanted, put into that, crashes. What are you gonna do? And it's dumb, but some people do it. Some people are just consistent with the stocks. They don't want to leave. And Tony explains that it's good to have this set portfolio, but it's also good to have a net around it so that yourself, you have a backup plan, man. No one likes to feel insecure when it's like having a trust fall and you're doing it by yourself. No, man. You gotta be safe with this game. And then invest different percentages on how you as a person. I mean, stocks to this day have probably the most income. It's risky though, more volatility. Patience, if you're a patient person, savings, CDs, not into it. Bonds, fixed indexes, they work into your favor. You're giving dividends now. If you're patient with it, you buy a couple stocks. Stocks ain't doing well, you hold on to the stocks until it does, because time has shown that the market will rise. You save up. You're still getting dividends from the company. You're getting some couple cash, couple bucks here and there throughout the month for yourself. So you gotta start thinking about that. And this one plays into a different aspect of when you're kind of doing your research, finding out what kind of say agencies, mutual funds, what do you enjoy and you want to invest your money. You gotta be careful. I learned this. You always gotta read the fine print, and you gotta be careful of the fees that these fees are. They love to hide them. There's a huge chapter just about trying to save you money by looking at your fees. They can add from 1 to 2, 3. And you know how it goes. The higher the percentage, the more money they're taking out of you. And you can tell, like, oh, 2%. That's nothing. But that adds up when you're actually in this game and you are compounding your money. You're making a lot of money. You're in the hundreds of thousands. This 2% is taking a lot of money. And in the book, like previously, he's done throwing set percentages on it. He gives 2 scenarios from different percentage rates, and it sees that you could save yourself from saving for retirement, because that's the end goal for every American. Retirement, having a higher percentage can increase the amount of time you have to work to retire for an extra decade. There's so many fees out there that he was explaining. There's starting up, depositing, adverse fee, transactions, cash drags, tax counts. Some may be taxable. But with the fees that are not, they're the ones that are making the money for the agency, and you always got to be aware of that. So if you're like, oh, I kind of want to get into this, I want to be smart with my money. I don't want to be someone working when they're 60s, and I've seen a couple people do that. You gotta be smart with this. You gotta look at your fees. You gotta reread, look online if you have to, but see what works with you. See what you want to do. Look it up. Look at the fees, and then make the moves. You gotta be smart with this. And Tony explains a lot of taking your time with it. Yes, it's good to start young, but if you can't, at least know what you're gonna do before you do it. We swing on over to a different aspect of what I picked up from this book. It's not a certain chapter or anything like that, but patience. With saving your money, you're going to learn the word patience. So I advise you to your hardest to start being patient. Not with money, everything else. Money's going to be that's the most important. You should always be patient with your family, your friends. But being patient with that can shine upon money. If you can predict the market and how it'll flow, if you can master the market, so you gotta be patient with that. You gotta be patient with what you have. You gotta hold on. If you're not making a significant amount of money, don't sell it. So when you sell it, that's when you're truly losing money. And then it kind of highlights over different aspects. Stocks have been the best results to get more money, but it's also risky and it's a very common loop, and people see it all the time. When you go spike up, you get climax, you're seeing results, you're seeing a lot of money you're making, and then you get to the point where you're like, oh, well, should I sell? Should I hold? Should I buy? And a lot of aspects, people get tilted. They let their emotions control what they do. They get to the point, to the top, like, I'm going to hold on a little bit. I'm going to get a little greedy, see what I can grab. Drops down. Oh, well, it's dropping down. I'm going to sell. Yeah, it's not bad. If you're making money, go for it. But when you get to a certain below point, when you're going down the curve, and if you're not making any money at all, don't sell. Just be patient. Hold. Maybe you buy if you want, or if they give a good dividend, buy it out, see what you could do. You can make more money. That's how it is. Market always changes, so buy when, you know how that saying goes. Buy low, sell high. And that's what you're going to do with patience. I learned a lot from it. I have different aspects. You got to be patient with it. And it's going to hopefully hold in the long run. This is one of my favorite aspects of this book. Tony was talking about different individuals who were saving money. One was a maid, another was a very wealthy couple. And I mean, a lot of people are not going to do this, depending on how much money or what they are, or the dilemma of life. But they were compounding money, some savings, some different aspects. They got a good chunk of change when they're pretty much late in their life. So like, you know what? This woman, all she wanted to buy was an AC component. She bought the air conditioning component. She gave the rest to a scholarship for her child so that they could get into school. The other families, they make scholarships, they donate to charity. With money, you can do anything with it. And when you have it, I hope for myself that I could give those and others some of that so that they can better their life. And it's a really important thing, and it shines a lot when you're giving to others instead of receiving. It does shine away. So, and yes, you're patient with this game. Yes, you finally retired, and yes, you have all this money, and that you cannot even imagine what to do. You gotta be smart with that too. You can't give all your money away. Just give the amount that you feel necessary for yourself. Money won't buy you happiness. We all know that. We all see that. We all look up to these famous people. Look up to these famous people about what do they know? Well, we learn from them. We learn that even though they have all this income, yes, they're traveling, yes, they're doing all this, but are they truly happy? Who gives a damn? Because that's not you. Worry about yourself. We all know money won't buy you happiness, so do what you can with money. Don't be smart with it with that. And I think the last one I shined upon was let's see. It's a really small portion right here at the left. It's not really a topic, but it's a note. Do not give all your time on making money. And that's what it is. Don't worry about it. Don't let your purpose of life and passion be income. Because at the end, you're never gonna be satisfied with it. You're never gonna be satisfied. You're gonna live a crummy life with it. It's gonna just devour the inside of you on that aspect. So be smart with it. Make a plan, but don't consume all your time into it. Because you're gonna be one of like those famous celebrities or anyone that has wealth and is not satisfied with life, and that's the whole point of it. Money mastering the game, but are you mastering the game of life? And that's what this book really changed a lot of my aspects about income. I liked making money, but I was never knowing what to do with it. My parents didn't know, or they never taught us the aspects of income and mastering the game. And that's what I think a lot of wealthy people stay wealthy, because they teach their young, their children, or if you find a nice mentor, they teach them how to master the game. So with that, great novel, long book, but it does go different aspects. And I know I didn't talk about the 7 simple steps to financial freedom. Some were shined upon about that. Some I feel that weren't into my liking on the topic of discussing about this, but truly recommend if you want to get ahead in life with your income, check out this book. Pretty solid read, pretty enjoyable to read, even though it is a lengthy book. But that's my rating for it. Go for it. I hope you guys have a good one, and thank you for listening. I hope you guys master the game of money.